We are live. This is the market update. I am your host, Bill Noble. Has it occurred to you? That Bitcoin may have stopped, Ethereum may have bottomed, altcoin season may have started, because altcoins usually follow gold, and gold seems unstoppable. What kind of trades do you have? Are you following Aerodrome? Are you following some of the Solana coins where all of a sudden you woke up and it's like, wow, this has been up only now for 2 days? Are you wondering what's happening? Well, if so, don't go anywhere. I'm your host, Bill Noble. I will get you all sorted out. This show is brought to you by Coinbase. Believe it or not, Coinbase coins and Coinbase portfolios, meaning coins that are on Coinbase, have been some of the best performers as this new rotation has started. You can get $200 in free crypto when you scan the QR code or check out in the link down below and sign up with Coinbase. The dawn of altcoins is here. And I know no one believes that, but that's good, because when no one believes it, that's when it happens. Now, what we've seen recently is the market going up in this kind of like slow creeping bid, with Michael Saylor on the cover of Forbes and everybody writing in and telling me that, oh my God, I want to sell everything. Sometimes magazine hyperbole is a top. Okay. In this case, it most likely means sector rotation from Bitcoin, from this whole strategic reserve talk into Web3. Investment in America has been falling, right? The economy has been propped up by debt and government spending. Investment must go up. It must. What's the best way to have investment? What's the best way to beat the Chinese? Crypto. Let's welcome who's here. You're going to want to see the news, what it means, and what coins are good and what's next. So we have Thomas, Sam. Yes, I can look at Edge Network. Okay, Jav, Ted, Old Smoky. What's going on? What's going on? Roby, hello from the UK. Malik. Stefan. Tyson, Victor, what's going on? Home 1919. Are we bullish yet? Yeah, man, we've been bullish the whole time. Just the market's just in the process of wearing everybody out, lulling you to sleep, and now I think people just don't believe what they're saying. Anthony, good morning. Okay. Let's go. News. Okay. The crucial point of crypto is not the technology, which will eventually gain universal adoption, but the politics of crypto. And this is not the sort of petty politics of partisan rivalry. It is the politics of the people against their corrupt sovereigns, many of which were created by the people themselves and which grew to such enormous power that corruption was inevitable. Crypto marks for the first time in recorded history an opportunity to gain financial independence, not from parents or spouse, but from the very system that creates and controls currency, which you must have to continue to exist, to provide for your families and loved ones. And that currency is inflated or deflated by those who control it. Crypto puts that entire system at risk. Freedom is the goal. We will not stop until that freedom is achieved. There you go. From the Declaration of Cryptocurrency Independence from John McAfee. Why are we here? Why are we bullish? Why are we signing up at Coinbase to get busy? That's why, right? Because it's your life and you get to determine the course of it, not the Fed. Okay, so Michael Saylor is on the cover of Forbes magazine. Normally when you have, media hyperbole, that's the end. So some guy was like, hey, we had a good run. It's a funny tweet. It's really good. It's got a lot of views on it, I think, or maybe not. It's got a lot of views on it. Should have a lot of views on it. Everyone thinks it's over. It's not over. Matter of fact, what may be happening is it's just beginning. The bid is going to move simply, laughably, from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Ethereum follows gold and silver. Gold and silver are going up. Bitcoin is probably overowned and overhyped. It's not that it's not going up. It just may not go up now. That's all. That's all. And I'm starting to wonder, if you look at the screen, everything that's moving, it's altcoins no one owns or talks about and stuff that's traded on Coinbase. ICP, Ohm, right? You know that there's somebody big out there on Wall Street borrowing money to buy crypto. Ohm goes up 20%, and then crypto is up only for 2 days. Yeah, that's just 2 days, but everyone thinks this is a top. I think this is a bottom. Now, our propensity for the absurd. Sam Bankman-Fried's parents explore a pardon for their son. Okay. So I guess it all wound up turning out okay because FTX customers wound up getting all their money back. But this is not the guy to pardon, right? It's Charlie Shrem, who opened the first Bitcoin trading outfit in New York City, okay, back in the day. It's guys like Snowden, right? And guys who spoke out against things that the government did that were bad. This character, no, right? We don't need this guy. And the fact that we're still even talking about this guy means crypto is still addicted to the bear market. It's addicted to the bear market. Everyone's like, oh, it's bearish. Oh, Michael Saylor on the cover is bearish. Oh, my bag didn't go up. It's bearish. Oh my God, this is a scam and that's a scam. And, I don't believe this. It's not true. Like, the negativity in crypto is unbelievable because everybody is still waiting for last cycle. We're addicted to both the last cycle and the crash for the last cycle, right? Everyone wants their bag to 10x. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way in equities. Why is it going to work that way here? It's not going to work that way, right? And then everyone is like, well, you know what? It either goes up 1,000x or goes to zero. It's either FTX or the moon, and it's not that way. It's in the middle. We're addicted to the bear market. Grayscale files for the spot XRP ETF. They will get it. They're going to get it. They're going to approve all of these American crypto ETFs. They're going to approve Solana and XRP, and then they're going to take all the other cryptos from America and put them all in an ETF. It's unbelievable. And I don't think people get this. And it's amazing because I saw a headline this morning. Let me come off this for just a second. I saw something this morning about countries who view President Trump favorable or unfavorable, right? So like favorable countries are like, the most favorable country is India, which is interesting, right? You got a lot of those people coming over here to work. So I guess, I don't know. And it's really interesting that they like it. But if you go over and you think about England, you think like, well, those people are getting put in jail for writing stuff on Facebook, and almost seemingly nobody over there, or way less people, let's put it that way, way less of a percentage of the people think that the whole Trump Made in America thing is any good. Now, I think this Made in America thing is going to get pushed until it's extreme. Meaning they're going to push American-made cryptos, American-made products. Trump is just going to make it so abundantly clear that if you're on board with him, you're going to make money. And if you're not on board with him, you're going to get taxed 25%. We'll go through the headlines. But this idea about American-made crypto is not fully priced in at all. At all. Not to mention the fact that investment in the Web3 space is about to be epic because investment has been falling. Again, doubt the orange man wind up on the wrong side of life in general. On cue, President Trump says there is no chance BRICS will replace the US dollar. You know, first of all, good luck trying to tell everybody that they want like Putin paper. That's what I call it. Putin paper is not a replacement for the dollar. Okay. Putin paper is not even a replacement for XRP. I mean, you could argue Putin paper and the dollar. Okay. Maybe it's the same. It's all paper. Fine. But nothing backed by the Russian or the Chinese currency is going to be better than Bitcoin or Ethereum. Right? Nothing. I mean, the Russian currency, I don't know anything about, but the Chinese currency, you know, is kept artificially low so that they can continue to export. Because if they can't export, they're done. They may be done anyway. Anyway, so mess with the orange man. It doesn't work out. Orange man wants Web3 higher. It's going higher. It's that simple. Elon Musk says there's no inflation in 2026 if the Department of Government Efficiency cuts $4 billion a day. Okay, what Elon Musk really means is that the only way I'm going to Mars is if I cut $4 billion a day from the government budget. Make no mistake about it. This guy is cutting, and doesn't care. That's it. And that is going to drive rates down, and that is going to drive inflation down to a certain degree, right? It's definitely going to allow interest rates to moderate, fall, and not rise, and possibly avert a government spending crisis, which allows for innovation and Web3. In other words, as soon as the government stops sucking all the money out of the economy, the money can go towards investment in things, as Powell said, like financial innovation, like crypto. JP Morgan's CEO has said that there are signs that the stock market is overheated. No, Jamie, there are signs that these big tech companies have either got accounting irregularities or, you know, calling themselves an AI company doesn't necessarily justify the prices that they trade at. Now, is that going to create a crash? Maybe a little one later, maybe. Is that the best place to get investment returns? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. So it's like, hey, Jamie, what do you like? You don't like stocks. You don't like Bitcoin. What do you like? Bonds? You got to be kidding me. Like, Jamie hates everything. But, you know, equities are not going anywhere. They're just not going anywhere. You know, even if they make a new high or whatever, it's just like you can have altcoins double in value as an asset class, or you can maybe get a 5% return in stocks. It's a joke. And everyone's going to figure it out, right? Especially with that Ethereum ETF sitting there languishing versus Bitcoin. You got all these equity players at the end of the month going, gee, where am I going to go with my money? Where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? Dude, Ethereum. President Trump says he's dropping the hammer on China. These countries have two choices. They can figure out how to get their currency up and the dollar down, or they can just get a tax bill from Trump. He's not playing around. He doesn't care, right? Trump imposes 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico. I'm like, oh my God, what is he? I mean, it's like literally, I'm like, what is he doing? Like, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I mean, he's just like flat out flexing now. He's like, I'm doing this and I don't care. You think I'm kidding? I'm doing it anyway. Right. So whatever the consequences of this are, like, you know, really, I got nothing against Canadians. I really like it. I like hockey players. Right. The Mexican government doesn't care about what happens at our southern border. That's a fact. Right. They don't care. I don't know what Canada did to deserve a 25% tariff, But I do know that if the orange man says something is happening, it's happening. And people still do not believe that as it relates to crypto. Although over the last 2 days, if you look at what's been going on Coinbase, literally Coinbase alts, the Coinbase long only portfolio is doing okay, right? Everyone chasing stuff on Solana, and that's cool. But the Coinbase portfolios are working. And so is, and what the orange man is telling people about Web3 may be sinking in. So President Trump says, we will tariff you off the planet if you try another currency. So have a good time with Putin paper. You're just not going to sell anything here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, go sell stuff in Europe where they're cutting rates because of a recession. Seriously. I mean, that's his attitude. Now, is that the right attitude? I don't know. Does it make people upset? Probably. Is he trying to make people upset? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right? This is art of the deal. It's like, you're going to do these things. We need your help. And we're not asking you. We're telling you, you're going to help us with this or we're going to nail you. Biden hands Trump an economy with declining investment. Note that private fixed investment is the real driver of long-term economic growth. With the super high debt-driven spending, okay, we've seen it has no sustainability, right? Investment is falling. Investment is falling. Nobody is investing in anything. Right now, that's going to change, but this includes Web3. It starts with XRP and Ethereum and Solana, I think, right? And Avalanche is moving, right? And then it says nothing about real world assets like Mantra. It was up 20% yesterday, and no one even talked about it. No one talked about it. Like, wait a minute, is BlackRock coming? I mean, if people act like BlackRock is not a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. Ready to have your mind blown. Donald Trump revealed on a Joe Rogan that the only reason we're still paying income tax is because the U.S. politicians are paid off by foreign countries. Right? You should be furious. Right? In other words, foreign countries are like, yeah, let us sell your goods here so we can make money and you get your money from taxing your people. Now, that sounds crazy, doesn't it? But what do I always say? If you're going to be a genius, the first thing you have to do is be a moron. No one ever looks at a genius and goes, wow, that's genius. That's great. Right? People like the Wright brothers, like, yeah, let's fly. You're like, no, dude, we're not flying. That's crazy. You have to be crazy before you're a genius. Is this genius? I don't know. But if it's true, right? Why are they soaking me, borrowing money, deflating my currency so that other people can get rich? I mean, if you think this guy is playing around, folks, you better think again. I'm telling you, you better think again. Michael Saylor announces a pricing of preferred stock. So Michael Saylor continues to sell. He has a different type of stock that he's selling now. It's called preferred stock. It's like a hybrid between stocks and bonds. You don't necessarily need the economics lecture, but you know what? If people hoover up this new thing that he's selling so he can get money, so he can buy Bitcoin, he's just going to carry on. And these hedge funds that are betting against him, they're going to get smoked. They're going to get smoked. It's as simple as that, right? It's like, oh, yeah, let's bet against the orange man. Oh, yeah, let's bet against Michael Saylor. Let's bet against guys who have been right. Smart-ass hedge fund baloney. Baloney, right? And none of them are long altcoins. None of them are, like the hedge funds. You can tell by the way it trades. Coinbase Derivatives files for Solana futures. Dude, like the big exchanges are kind of like just coming around to the fact that a massive inflow from both retail and institutions is coming. The Deep Seek event was opening day for Web3. And Coinbase knows it, and I know it, and now you know it. The Bitcoin cycle is tracking similarly to 2015 to 2018, which saw 2,000% returns from the cycle low. So Coinbase is basically saying you are here, and the banana singularity is the gray line, which we should track. Okay. In other words, crypto hasn't really done anything as an asset class. Like, yes, it's up, but it's not repriced for the new reality. Everyone's still waiting for the old cycle to come back, and the new cycle hasn't hit yet. 2015 to 2018 was essentially a complete repricing of Bitcoin and the introduction of Ethereum, fueled by printed money, right? Honestly, let's be honest, right? It's like innovation and new things fueled by printed money. In this case, I don't know that it's printed money. I think it's directed government investment and a flood of money out of equities. All this money that they've printed all these years, all that wealth is in equities. And they're going to slowly but surely figure out that all you really got to do is open up a Coinbase account and pick some top 30 coins. Right. And then, of course, if you can get involved in lower cap DeFi and other things, yeah. Right. Real world assets on Solana. Apollo will offer tokenizing on Solana. This is happening. Everyone's like, oh my God, Wall Street is coming. That was a year ago. Now, Wall Street is coming. Who cares? My bags aren't going up. Like we have depressed ourselves into ignoring the obvious. And the thing that's funny is the market is now going up and no one believes it. MoonPay has announced they've onboarded over 1 million new crypto users this month. The Orange Man and Melania, right? Everybody wants to trash it. Everybody hates it. Everybody thinks it's a top. They just created adoption. But we're not trading that. Okay. So Charles Hoskinson from Cardano, Chuck, drop the stuffed animals, get a suit, and get to Washington. You're one of the president's top guys. I don't understand why you're not there. But, hey, I'm all about streaming, especially since he got his own meme coin. I'm so jealous, right? I personally prefer my AI John McAfee coin. We're waiting for Twitter to reinstate the account because they don't exactly know what to do with a deceased person being brought back to life via AI. So, yeah. All right. So that's Charles Hoskinson talking about his meme coin. The guy who bought $10 million of Donald Trump's World Liberty Financial presale. Someone bought $10 million of World Liberty in a single go yesterday, making them the second largest investor behind Justin Sun. Justin Sun bought World Liberty when it had a $1.5 billion valuation. This new address purchased the tokens at a $5 billion valuation. To a degree, unless we're talking about vaporware cat coins, nobody cares about valuation when you're in the middle of a fundamental shift. I mean, you care about valuation at the end of a 2-year up-only run like 2021. When you're in the middle of a fundamental shift, somebody is like, I want in on this because I got to buy into what the Orange Man is doing, because World Liberty Financial is essentially a prototype for the U.S. Treasury. It's a private sector prototype for the strategic reserve, and no one gets that. Do you think Donald Trump needs to buy wrapped Bitcoin for his portfolio? Like, yeah, Donald Trump's like, yeah, we're going to get a 15% return. We're going to outperform the S&P. No, that's not what they're doing here. They're basically showing the public how to set up a portfolio, and they're doing a prototype for the Treasury. And this could wind up being like the beginning of a Goldman Sachs of crypto that interacts with the public through Truth Social and Rumble. No one gets that. It's like crypto adoption happening right in front of your eyes. And some guy is like, yeah, I want in now. That's a big trade. Van Eck, which is your, dad's, mutual fund company, doing some really aggressive kind of like they're trying to apply like the stock market style research to crypto. God bless them. I think they're doing a really good job, right? They're like, you know what? We like SUI over Aptos, and here's why. Well, okay. I don't think anybody in crypto needs to be told that they like SUI better than Aptos, but they've done the analysis and they're developing a framework to start to talk to the public in a way that the public can understand, which is stock market research, except they're doing it for crypto. Amazon boosts spending on Twitter in a major reversal. Apple might be next. Guess if you're going to reach the public, you're doing it on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? It's like the tech bros are eventually going to do what they're told if they want the sugar from the man. That's the way it's going to work. You guys got projects. You guys want to go to outer space. You guys want to build AI. You guys want to build this stuff? Great. You're going to start cooperating. So, you donate to the Orange Man's inaugural fund and you do business with Elon. Everybody's going to play ball and everybody's going to do what they're told, right? It's like we want the United States of America to kick ass. Now, I realize that may be completely repulsive to a more refined European audience. I get it. Or even to, an Asian audience. They're not liking Donald Trump in South Korea, probably because they think he's best friends with the guy that runs North Korea. I don't think that's true, but, you don't have to like this, but it's happening. It is definitely happening. In less than 61 hours ago, Alibaba shocked the world with their chatbot. So everyone's got a chatbot better than everyone else's chatbot. All the AI is going to be open source and it's going to lead to explosive development, which is amazing that they were selling all the AI-based crypto. Fetch and all these big cryptos were down and they came back yesterday. Market's going up in like 5% increments. Look at this. Jupiter. Scan, paste, and share a photo or text with Jupiter Mobile. So see a cute picture of a cat on the street, take a picture of it, scan it, and Jupiter will give you a meme coin. People are going to gamble on Solana until inflation comes down, and they may never stop gambling on Solana because labor market dynamics and the price of stuff at the grocery stores fuels the meme coin casino, right? And you can't play in a meme coin casino on the big caps because stuff goes there to get dumped. I'm sorry. That's what happens, right? If you're on Coinbase, if you're on these big exchanges, I think stick to the tech. Stick to the made in America layer ones. I mean, you can go on Coinbase and find Algorand, Hedera, Solana, Cardano, and then throw in like Ethereum, and one or two AI plays, and you are good to go. Okay, Ski Mask. Fighting at the 62% retracement of 14 cents. Okay. Edge. Okay, so this is another crypto in a range. We've evidently looked at this before. I don't know, man. I mean, Ski Mask Dog hosed me on this, but anything that's moving like that in a box is okay. If you're moving in a box, it's okay. Okay, so I have a couple of Novas. It's probably not the right Nova. We'll get a contract address and take a look at that. I want to go to PowerPoint for one quick second. Just make a couple like really important points on a Friday because today, after all, is the end of the month. Okay, Let's take a look at this. Altcoins, total 3. Strip the chart down. Let's make it simple, right? Sideways price action. Altcoins have done nothing. Nothing as an asset class. Nothing. Total 3 is total crypto market cap without Bitcoin and ETH. So if altcoins break out above 1 trillion, they can go to 2 trillion by May. You guys want a crypto cycle? Let's do a crypto cycle in 3 months. Who's talking about that? Nobody. February, March, April, right? Bitcoin and stocks suck. Excuse me. And altcoins could just smoke higher because there's nothing else to buy. There's no other investment. Donald Trump and World Liberty are behind ETH and certain altcoins, and we're acting like that's not happening. It is happening, right? And then all you need is this like slow rolling breakout with, I don't believe it, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. And it would be funny, again, it would be funny if it all happened on Coinbase. If everybody is chasing like Solana-based DEX type stuff, and then maybe outside of like small and mid cap DeFi and AI plays, if everybody is on Solana chasing whatever, it would be funny if there was a 200% return sitting there on Coinbase waiting for a flood of Web3 investment. A crazy idea? Yeah, I think not. Gold up only. Up only. They have to lower the value of the dollar. So that's going to happen versus gold and crypto, period. End of story, right? Solana, XRP, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I mean, you name it. Trump. Let's revalue the currency through crypto. It's happening. I mean, I read the thing from McAfee at the start. It's about freedom. You want freedom? Crypto. Silver monthly. I don't know, man. There's a lot of room here to go up to 51. Dollar's going down. They has to. The only way out of a debt crisis is to devalue the currency. The only way to devalue the currency is gold, silver, and crypto, period. Dollar index monthly. It's got to go lower. It's got to go lower. The top was actually, they've done 2 different tops. They did one in 2022. They did another one at the start of 2024, roughly. And then we had to do this BS, 3 months of, oh my God, the dollar. Nothing good happens when the dollar is higher. Nothing. When everyone gets the dollar and sits in a dollar deposit, nothing good happens in the risk asset world. Dollar has to go lower. Right? I mean, that's what he's doing with the tariffs. He's like, we're going to coordinate and get the dollar down, or I'm going to tax you into oblivion. We'll see who blinks first, because this dollar higher thing is not working out for me. The same thing happened in 1985, except, we were able to get the deal done in a more consensual, quiet fashion. It was called the Plaza Accord. Okay. So back then we were like, okay, we're all going to agree that the dollar is too strong and we're going to take the dollar down. Right. Because the Japanese at the time were pretty much kicking our ass because, they could build a better car and sell it at a cheaper price. Toyota, Honda. I mean, Japanese cars, when they hit the market in the 80s, everyone was like, it was like DeepSeek. It was like, oh my God, look at this indestructible car that's like half price, whatever. Yeah. Okay. United States government got everybody in a room and says, we're taking the dollar down, right? We need Toyotas and Fords to trade at a similar price and let them compete on quality. Okay. Dollar has to go lower. We're going to have tariffs until the dollar goes lower. That's it. And if that doesn't work, then we'll have tariffs instead of taxes, and the crypto bros will have more money to put into the market. Where do you think all this money is going to go if people don't have to pay taxes? It's going right into crypto, especially for younger people, right? All right. MicroStrategy monthly. Everyone's short. It's still green for the month. NVIDIA. 13 top, looks just like 2021. Warning, 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 warning. crypto is the only place to go. And that's the market update. Okay, people, don't forget to open up your Coinbase account and get your $200 worth of free crypto. Definitely appreciate you checking out the show today. We definitely appreciate everybody who's out there watching, right? Okay, somebody wants to know about mantra. Simply put, I don't think anything is going to stop real world assets. Nothing. Nothing is going to stop real world assets. Like this is happening right now. The Orange Man wants investments. Excellent. This was already queued up. This was already queued up, man. So mantra's probably coming off. You know, these things that go off 20% in one day usually come off first. Okay. It's not about what happened here. This, you know, this looks like, you know, mantra does this. It goes straight up and then it goes into a range. It's what does it mean for the rest of the space, right? The rest of the space has to go higher now. Like ETH is up 3%. You know, Goldman will not use Solana. They will not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when these investment banks have to come online, some of them may do Solana. A lot of them will probably wind up doing ETH because they can't have the network down. And everybody is, and no one gets that, right? Like BlackRock doesn't care about gas. Just saying. They want a more reliable network. And, you know, whether that's connected to ETH or not, the whole idea of Web3 is happening. And that, of course, includes real-world assets. That includes real-world assets. And again, I don't know that anyone gets that. I don't know that anyone gets that, right? All right, people, that's it for